Dear America, you know who I love? Matthew Jarzen, right? He's such a good writer. He's like, I'm crazy and bad at writing, but I just keep doing it. And it's on the internet. So we're here to present his latest article to you. Came out on October 19th in the UNLV Rebel Yell, entitled Conservatism, which is not a word as far as I know, defined. Are you really liberal? Let's find out. And I quote, if you've read any of my articles recently,
as everyone clearly has.
Yeah, we have. You'll discover I'm no fan of the left, and the left is no fan of me. This is a position I relish. Parentheses, pickles are gross. As it makes my day more exciting.
As you've hopefully noticed in my articles, the liberal help the people attitude isn't as cracked up as you thought it was.
What the?
You may now be asking yourself what the alternative is. I can confidently tell you that the alternative is to be a conservative.
The alternative lies within you, the individual.
But what is conservatism? As modern liberals seek to deny individuals their natural rights in favor of an all-powerful central government, conservatism seeks to enrich the individual by securing and protecting their natural rights by denying the government unnecessary power.
Take, for instance, my right to free speech, which I'm sure many of you wish I didn't have, right? Right. That is a natural right. A conservative seeks to protect that right no matter who is speaking. Even though I absolutely disagree with what a statist would say.
Fucking statists.
I would never deny them, plural, the right to say it.
Unlike the statist I debated, who could not clearly define liberalism, I can give you a clear answer as to what conservatism is. The principles are simple and applicable to everyone.
Conservatism is the belief in freedom, liberty, self-reliance, personal responsibility, and independence.
Aren't like three of those the same thing?
Also bald eagles. All those principles are applicable to everyone, regardless of race, class, gender, religion, ethnicity, national origin, age, or sexual orientation, which he totally just copied and pasted from some sort of like non-discrimination policy.
Agreed. Yeah, it's probably in the school handbook.
Yeah.
Just leafing through it for you. Okay. Conservatism is the belief in the individual. Conservatism holds that the individual is ultimately responsible for their own life, that choices and decisions have both positive and negative consequences, and that whatever happens, the individual should take responsibility for those actions.
Conservatism believes that the strength of our nation lies not in a powerful central government, but in the power of the individual to make their own choices and live their own life the way they want to.
A conservative will never tell you that you have to drive a certain kind of car, use a certain vocabulary because it's politically correct, buy a certain kind of house, or go to a particular type of school.
A conservative believes in choice.
Unless you're... Yeah, no, we'll get to it.
In fact, conservatism...
Yeah, he alternates.
Yeah, he spelled it right here. Is all about being pro-choice. But how can conservatives be pro-choice if they're against abortions? Rhetorical question.
Interesting. The term pro-choice is a euphemism liberals use to yet again mask what they really believe. Pro-choice to a statist simply means that they are pro-abortion. I want you to remove all notions of abortion from the term and simply look at what is written and what it implies. This is where it starts getting good, I think.
Liberals are anything but pro-choice. When it comes to the school voucher program, which would give parents a choice to send their children to private schools, the pro-choice left is anti-choice.
When it comes to choosing to purchase a firearm, the pro-choice left is again anti-choice. If you want to drive an SUV, the left is anti-choice too.
When it comes to whether employees should choose whether or not to join labor unions, the left opposes the choice granted by right-to-work states.
When it comes to a choice of how one wants to spend their hard-earned money, the left is anti-choice.
Conservative principles alone allow the individual to choose what's best for them. As conservative principles promote freedom, independence, and self-sufficiency, they allow you to choose.
The conservative firmly believes that the best mechanism for the individual to make choices lies within the free market economic system, the system that has single-handedly created more wealth and innovation than government could ever hope to achieve.
Yeah, don't ever read Naomi Klein.
I don't think you can actually read.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
By our very nature, conservatives are progressive. Though we seek to preserve the things that work for us, like our Constitution with a capital C, we also seek improve the things that do not.
Way to proofread, champ. Where we differ from statists is that instead of the radical revolutionary change President Barack Obama wants to institute,
What?
conservatives seek change through a carefully thought-out process. So much thinking involved. Careful.
Also, change.
Yeah.
What with the conserving? You've often heard statists call themselves progressives, but that's only a strategy to mask who they really are and what they really believe. Progressive sounds friendlier.
Are you against progress if you oppose a self-described progressive? Most importantly, how can you be a conservative if you're a progressive?
Understand that the principles of conservatism are what are progressive. Conservative principles encourage individuals to be free, independent, self-sufficient, personally and fiscally responsible, and prepare them to make progress in their lives, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, he's definitely two-handed that. A conservative in government seeks to institute policies that encourage individuals to progress their lives by applying principles that have worked for us.
Statist principles that promote control and a nanny-type government encourage the individual to abandon responsibility for their own actions and destiny. Don't they read the stars? They encourage the individual to give up his rights in favor of group rights and security provided by the state. All of a sudden, we're singular male.
Yeah. I mean, that's what true freedom and liberty and individualism is all about.
We be consistent with our pronouns!
They encourage individuals to be dependent upon government for their sufficiency. This policy of dependence is regressive, not progressive.
A conservative does believe that government has a role to keep our civil society in order. No conservative seeks the abolition of government. We recognize that government is an insatiable beast that feeds on the freedom of others. It is a necessary evil, one that must be limited in size and scope.
I've only touched the tip of the iceberg. I encourage you to look further and seek the truth. As ultimately you'll find that the truth is conservative.